Hey guys, what's going on? January 1st. One of my New Year's resolutions is to teach more people about 13 market moves. So I thought about it and I decided I'm going to record like a daily video with a market move review. Absolutely free, guys. So if you want to subscribe to the channel, follow the daily move. I promise you it's going to improve your trading. But first, what are the 13 market moves? Briefly, guys, think of them as patterns. They're daily patterns. And so instead of like trying to describe this pattern in many different ways, right? There's a whole lot we can say about this pattern right here, but we assign a number to it. So we assign number 2. This is a move 2 in 13 market moves formula. And so we're gonna talk about move 2 today. If you listen to some of the recent videos, I mentioned that a move 2 is gonna be your top 3 most profitable move to be trading. So when the market opens and you're looking at this pattern, if you can identify it early enough, which clearly you have to combine it with certain time frames, which I'll go into a little bit more detail in just a second, but basically if you can recognize those patterns, okay, your goal is to get basically fluent with the moves. When you see a certain pattern evolving within a certain time frame, you're going to be able to understand, okay, I'm trading this way, I'm trading this strategy because of this is what's developing on the chart, and this is what's likely to happen next. And so all you need, you don't need anything crazy, all you need is just a basic calendar and record the move. That's what I want you to do for the next 30 days, okay? And I promise you do it for 30 days, you continue with it, you will become a better trader, okay? So we're gonna keep things basic and simple. There's a lot more things that I personally keep track of outside of time frames and some other criteria that I calculate in various ways to keep things simple and not confusing for anyone. Let's dive in and just review what a move 2 is. So a move 2 is a situation where initially in the morning the market is going to look like it's bullish, okay? And so oftentimes traders, an average typical trader, they look at, hey, everything seems to be fine. Hey, they got some good news here. The market is moving higher, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy calls. And shortly after they buy calls, the market begins to sell off, okay? There's 390 trading minutes in a trading session from 9:30 till 4 p.m., okay? I've developed a system where we apply Fibonacci numbers to those 390 minutes. And even though here on the slide it says 10:15, your best entries, you can write this down, as far as a move 2 formation are gonna be at 9:52 a.m., 10:21 a.m. So if you are planning on trading a move 2, which again, over the course of 2024, here at 13 Market Moves, we see there is going to be a high percentage of a move 2 type setups. So basically you want to sit tight for the first 22 minutes of the session when the market looks like it's going higher. And oftentimes it may catch you off guard because you may be sitting there for the first 22 minutes, but the market may begin selling off in the first few minutes. That is not an ideal setup for a move 2, even though it could still evolve as a move 2 pattern throughout the day, okay? Generally, your best variations of a move 2 is where the market initially will go higher, anywhere from 22 minutes initially higher, all the way up to 10:52. So by 10:52, not sure what this was probably at 10:52. As you can see, it begins selling off at 10:15, it drops and like it tries to bounce and it makes a second leg lower. Most of the time that second leg lower is going to be 10:52. There's going to be rare occasions where in a move 2 formation the market will keep going higher till about 10:52 in the morning, and then it's going to sharply begin to sell off at 10:52. Basically, a lot of these type of scenarios are going to be where you got to look at the context. Anytime you're trying to analyze the type of move you're going to be trading, anytime you're trying to analyze the probability of a certain move happening. Guys, focus on the context. Focus on the context of the move. Okay, so last trading day of 2023 was December 29th, and it was a move too. As you can see, the market tries to go towards all-time highs. It loses equilibrium a little bit right before the open. In this particular case, in this move too, we started selling off pretty much out of the gate. A bounce, promptly we got a bounce, and then we dropped some more, another bounce, another drop, okay? Now, we, as in the classic example, we make a bounce at the very end of the day. Some move twos, they're going to continue sliding through the rest of the day. And so we could have finished way lower. But hey, last trading day, they were trying to push for all-time highs, all that sort of thing. But in any case, what happened as far as the structure, just to review the structure, right? We opened higher at 9:30 than the day before, but we finished lower. Okay, so at some point, yeah, we're down quite a bit. We still finished in the red, minus 7 points officially, but so not a huge drop. But within this was a crazy opportunity. Why? It's not a huge drop, but based off the way the options were priced, this was a really good sized move, enough to get a 10x around here, guys. And also, some of the stuff we traded in particularly, right? So MSDR, if we look at that, as you can see, when the market opens, pre-market it tries to go back up. Market opens, it tries to go slightly higher, and then it just proceeds to sell off. So basically, I mean, we're opening around 670. 674 area here. As you can see, first 20 minutes, it doesn't really do a whole lot. It tests your patience, but that's when you get the final confirmation. No, it is a move too, and that's when it begins to sell off right here. Just to give you an idea, 630 strike puts. We're buying, honestly, we were buying 640, 650 strike puts the day before, and we bought them again in the morning when the market opened. So the trade from the 680, the trade from the Friday morning, some of the 630 strikes, guys, we're buying them anywhere from 12 cents to 30 cents. So those were going at the end of the day for, not the end of the day, but around here, like 12, 13 bucks. So it's just huge stuff. I mean, we're talking about huge. I mean, but this is how, you know, when it dips, you wouldn't be getting out. You would stay with a pattern. Yeah, at some point, okay, a move two can bounce, but as you can see, I mean, it's pretty much, MSDR is down 36 bucks for the day after being down like close to 40, 50 bucks. So that's a move two right here. It looks like, hey, it wants to go higher. It looks like the whole world is bullish on Bitcoin. It looks like Saylor is being invited to every channel, every interview he can possibly do to bully Bitcoin even higher, and MSDR higher, therefore. But look, it's a move too, guys. It is a solid move too. And when does it happen, right? So let's look at the history. Remember, I was talking about the context, right? The context of a move too. Well, recently, right, we were just in the 500 handle. It keeps moving higher. It keeps moving higher. They push it one last time higher all the way to 689, and it bounces one last time. So overall, what you got here is a head and shoulder formation. Some of this pattern recognition, guys, it really will help you stay on the right side of the equation, because it's easy, right? You have a nice bullish chart like this, and the whole world is bullish on Bitcoin. What do you want to do when it opens for trading on Friday, the last trading day of the year, right? Wow, shoot, they're going to push this thing higher. So many people, I'm sure, were buying calls here, but we were buying puts. You want to stay firm. Just because this thing doesn't drop, you know, when you start building your position on day one when you get in, and it doesn't drop on day two, it doesn't mean that it won't collapse on day three. So staying with your trade is insanely important, but more importantly is to understand when is a move two, and not to be jumping out early, because move two overall, that is a bear move. And that's how sometimes traders, they jump out too early, because they're like, well, they're happy, they're in the green, they jump out just to later in the day understand, holy shit, wow, buddy, look at this. So same thing, move to on coin, right? Same type of setup, where initially it goes higher in the morning, hits the 187, 188 area one more time, and boom, guys, there it is, 30x trade. 180 strike puts, they were 60 cents. I mean, they were going for 10 bucks, guys. I mean, that's what it is, over 10, 11 bucks at one point on Friday. So both move too. So at this point, you've looked at a classic example of a move to, you've looked at a S&P example of a move to. You can apply the moves because they're based on patterns. You can apply them towards anything. I mean, if you're trading crypto, you can apply the moves towards crypto. If you're trading commodities, currencies, you can easily apply these moves towards anything. And so to have you visualize the coin move to, right? So within the time frame, okay, it tries to bounce, tries to sort of consolidate a little bit, no luck, okay, when the first hour it begins a major sell-off. So that is your move to. It looks like it wants to go higher, but overall it's a red move. It's a move to. It starts higher than the prior day, it finishes way lower. I mean, coin down 7% for the day, $12, $13 lower. So that is your move to formation. Okay, guys, I hope this review of a move to was helpful. Keep an eye on this move structure. Remember your entries, 952, 1021, 1052. Those are your free shots. 3 different time frames for perfect entries on a move to. They're not going to be minute for minute every day, but there's going to be days where you're going to be exactly nailing that entry. And don't forget, once you understand that this is a move to, trade it, okay? Drop, bounce, drop, bounce, drop, bounce, okay? At some point, okay, you're going to get some other signs where things are just not going to be dropping a whole lot more. Always remember, at the end of the day, things can bounce, especially if something dropped quite a bit in the first half of the day. Expect some kind of bounce towards the end of the day. Now, there's going to be some brutal exceptions where move to is just going to be absolutely unstoppable. I think we're going to see those type of moves in the month of January 2024, guys, to where you could get this, right? And then instead of this thing just going sideways for the rest of the day, you could actually get another leg lower, a bounce, and another leg lower. So instead of getting like a 12-point drop or a 7% drop, you could be looking at 15, 20% drop for the day on some of these move stews in some instances. So focus on the move, focus on the pattern, understand what a move to is, record it in your calendar, okay? Start recording these moves daily, so when you see the pattern and some conditions and some pre-context that I mentioned here, you will be ready to trade it. And this is how you trade with confidence. Some people understand, well, Leah, how do you do it? You're always so fucking confident. Guys, because I believe in the moves and I follow the fucking moves. That's it. That's it. I know the pattern. It's a sequence. I can in certain days, it's not every day, but certain days, there's just going to be such a sequence, and I can combine it with divergence. I can just tell you exactly what the market will fucking do that day. And that's how you go in and you trade with a high level of confidence. So I hope this message was helpful. And guys, stay with 13 Market Moves for the next 30 days. I'm sure we'll get a chance to review pretty much every move to help you out. Succeed in 2024, doing it absolutely fucking free, guys. Just want to make sure you hit some records in 2024. In the meantime, don't forget about the Trading Challenge. If you want to trade with a coach, basically triple your account in 2 weeks. I will give you all our courses for free. You got nothing to lose. You can sign up within 20 minutes. Just make sure you talk to a coach first. That's how you are able to enroll in this program. Guys, there's only 44 spots and probably going to be all filled by the end of the day. So I hope you catch this unique opportunity to triple your account, work with a coach, learn some new things along the way, guys. Move to, when is your entry? 952, 1021, 1052. Write it down, practice it. Let's roll, guys. I'll see you in the next video soon.